wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I want to do one of my ranking from best to worst videos, but I didn't want to focus on a specific product this time around. So I went on Twitter. I told you guys to name what you consider to be OG makeup brands. So today I am going to rank them. If you guys want to know what I think, then let's go. Okay, this is the first video of this kind that you've seen on my channel. You don't know my ranking system. Basically, we're gonna go from best to worst, but I don't call it best to worst. I have my first tier, which is called You Can't Sit With Us, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Those are the brands you can't sit with them, you're not touching them. They are the holy grails, they're the OGs that if you're just getting into makeup, that is the brand that you need to check out. They are going to get you right? Then the next one is She's Cute. She's not that girl, but she's cute. She's still worth checking out. It's still going to get the job done. It's still going to do what you need. It's just not, You Can't Sit With Us. Now the next tier is Meh, which means I can take it or leave it. It's not bad if you try the product. It's just nothing that you're going to be like, you know what, I need to use this every day, or in this case, a brand where the stuff that they put out is giving, I need to get every release as soon as it comes out. It's just meh. And then after that, I have If You Like It, I Love It, which I do not like it, but I love it for you if you like it. And then the last one is I Don't Know Her. I can't even pretend to like it. If you like it, I just flat out, I do not like her. I can say right now Almay is going to be in that category, but we'll get there when we get there. All right, so I'm gonna go to that tweet and just start reading off what I see. Someone said Lancome for sure. If I had to rank Lancome, I would say Lancome is She's Cute. She's cute. Now I know a lot of people. They've got a loyal fan base. Okay, I know a lot of people are gonna feel some type of way, but I'm putting it in She's Cute because the products that you get from Lancome are usually going to get the job done. They are one of the brands that are better when it comes to inclusivity and the shade ranges that they put out and stuff like that. I said better than the rest, right? But when you actually look at what Lancome is putting out, especially if you move past complexion and start looking at eyeshadows and the palettes and stuff like that, it's not giving, you know, iconic. It's not giving, I need this for years and years and years to come. Like the foundation, I understand people who say that, but I'm thinking of like what else they have to where this is going to last through centuries. And I know that people have some, you know, stuff like that, but it's just not giving that. But if you see something that they're coming out with and you're interested in it and you try it, you're more likely to end up liking it. So that's why I'm gonna put that one in She's Cute. That person wasn't done with their tweet. They said honorable mention to Bare Minerals because them old infomercials had me hooked. Bare Minerals, I would have to put in She's Meh. I believe I've liked a good amount of the stuff that I've tried from Bare Minerals. They're one of the ones, the shade ranges be questionable. The products, it's definitely more of a, I mean, it's called Bare Minerals. Definitely one of the more, this is not the brand that you focus on if you like that full coverage, full beat, you know, the brows are outlined. They're not the brand that you would look into for that. But if you are more of the on the go, I just want a little something, you know, I want a little concealer, that type of person, definitely more for you. I feel like that's for me, I could take that. It depends on the day. Some days I want a full beat, some days I don't want to put anything on. Today was one of those days. So I would put that in Meh just because, again, looking at what they offer, how the product wears on the face, it's not bad, but it's nothing for me to write home about, so I could take it or leave it, so it's very meh. Someone said Estee Lauder, MAC, CoverGirl, Maybelline, and e.l.f. Estee Lauder is another She's Cute, and for the same reasons as Lancome. I was gonna say, is it a little more exciting than Lancome with the launches? Not necessarily. I do think I prefer Estee Lauder's complexion products a little bit more than I do Lancome. But again, both of them are going to get the job done. But I'm just thinking of like products that quickly come to mind when I'm thinking Estee Lauder, and I think I like them a little bit more than Lancome, but it's still just not that girl to me. I'm just saying, I could take or leave the products. So the next one was MAC. I know I'm definitely gonna ruffle feathers with this video, and I know y'all like to tussle. MAC goes and you can't sit with us. Okay, MAC is just a legendary brand. You have to give credit where credit is due. Now they have their pros and they have their cons. You know, I know a lot of people, especially right now, and you've heard it more in like the last 2, maybe 3 years, this conversation that MAC is dead, that MAC is this, MAC is that. But when you put the receipts, when you pull them, okay, when you put all the accolades on paper, you realize that they were really not one of the first, but one of those brands back in the day when, you know, brands like All May were existing, like All May exist, who were acknowledging inclusivity. Yes, everyone was being, you know, labeled as NW45, but you had something, you had an option, you had something to look into. It is a go-to like working makeup artist makeup brand, just because their stuff is very versatile. You can use it for different reasons, you know, very easy to use something on your lips, on your eyes, on your cheeks. Again, I would say more of a brand. Well, here's the thing. I would say MAC is probably more for the just come and go type of makeup wear. They do try and step out of the box sometimes and give things for someone who's more of like an editorial, more colorful makeup wear. But I feel like girls are going to MAC, or makeup wearers are going to MAC to get, you know, their regular lip pencil, to get a refill on their foundation, like that type of stuff. And because, you know, they give you options, I can think of different colorful things from MAC that I would want to pick up, and different neutral, simple makeup wear that I would want to pick up from MAC. So I mean, like, you can't sit with them. And let's talk about longevity, because like I said, there are pros and cons. Everything that they launch might not be a hit, but as long as MAC has been around, they still have a pretty good hold of, if they drop that one thing that's gonna have people talking, it's still gonna have people talking all these decades later that it's been around. Now, sometimes they have people talking because, you know, it's not something that you would want to pick up. But you know, for the most part, it's a you can't sit with us. The next one is CoverGirl, and I'm putting this one in you can't sit with us. It goes in you can't sit with us. Now I feel like it's kind of doing for the drugstore what MAC kind of does for, you know, makeup brands in that price range. CoverGirl, if you remember back, they used to have CoverGirl Queen, which feels some type of way. Here's the thing though, don't give it to me if you're gonna take it away. That's one thing people really hate about makeup launches, when you discontinue stuff like that. But when I had I'm thinking back to when I was in college. I could go on the little, you know, bookstore and whatnot on campus and go get CoverGirl Queen. CoverGirl, that Queen collection, they came out a couple years ago with another one that was supposed to be like a people of color focus type thing. So they had shades for deeper complexions. I don't remember what it was called though. But one of the drugstore brands that made it a focus to put out products that you could use on, you know, more than just 5 skin tones. Their stuff, the stuff that they put out, when it comes to drugstore, it's a little harder sometimes on like, who are you focusing on here? Because sometimes I feel like drugstore brands will really put out anything. Okay, you can walk down the aisle at Target and Wet n Wild will give you a Harry Potter collection, they'll give you a Bratz collection, then they'll give you a Your Skin But Better, and then they'll give you a full coverage type thing. It's really just kind of like throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. With some of them, like they'll give you an active wear collection, and you're just like, okay, I guess. But again, drugstore, it's a different approach when it comes to consumers, because it's a different thing with them, you know, you being able to have access to it right down the Target aisle. So it's a different thing. But with CoverGirl, I mean, in general, not just CoverGirl, I kind of like that though. Like, surprise me. What are you coming out with? What are you going to give me? I can get options with you if I want more of the Your Skin But Better, or if I want, you know, to be extra and I want the dramatics on my face. I kind of like that about those brands that are like that. But having options like that for me is going to rank you higher up on this tier. All right, they said Maybelline. I know a lot of people would consider Maybelline like you can't sit with us, and Maybelline, it's another legendary, you know, it's been around, it's going to stay around, it's going to continue to have a loyal fan base. But if I had to rank Maybelline, I'm putting Maybelline in meh. because that's what a lot of the stuff that I've tried from Maybelline have given me. I think really the only thing I would ride hard for when it comes to Maybelline is the Fit Me. And even then, I know there are people who it's take it, or actually not even take it, it's leave it for a lot of people when it comes to that foundation. I like that one. Sorry, the sun is going in and out. But other than that, you know, that y'all know that mascara, y'all know, was it Great Lash? That one, like that's your stepping stone into the makeup community. Like you just have to try that mascara at some point. They've had that chrome, not chrome highlighter. That's L'Oreal. They had a highlighter back in the day, Maybelline, that was very popular. They had actually no, I would ride for the Fit Me powder as well. But like I'm struggling here trying to think of, you know, like what I would actually ride for. There's a lot that I've tried that I didn't like, and I feel like a lot of the stuff they do go viral for as mascara, I'm just not, it's just very meh to me. So if you were just getting into makeup and you know, like Maybelline was one of the brands you were thinking of checking out, listen, you could like it. It's gonna get the job done, but it's nothing to write home about. Okay, and the last thing that person said was e.l.f. Now y'all know I ride for e.l.f. Okay, especially e.l.f. today. But if I have to look, you know, from like the e.l.f. that I knew to where it is today, I would have to place that in She's Cute. I can't quite put you in You Can't Sit With Us, because I remember them days, e.l.f. I remember them days back in the day with some of them collections. We're looking at the packaging, just the whole branding of e.l.f. It goes in She's Cute. I don't think you're quite there yet at You Can't Sit With Us, but I think they would be a nice case study on how you can elevate yourself as a brand, because today e.l.f. is doing what needs to be done. Today e.l.f. could give a lot of the brands that are in You Can't Sit With Us a run for their money. A lot of the other brands, even the ones I'm not going to mention in today's video, like they make a lot of you look pathetic with the effort, with the collections that you're coming out. e.l.f. it's another affordable brand. The collections that they're putting out now, like thought is being put into them. It makes sense when you look at what's in the product, how the product looks, to how the product is supposed to wear on the face. Like they have really kicked it up with what they are producing as far as product goes. Again, they specialize in brushes. Listen, if you're getting into makeup, you're looking for good makeup brushes, but you know, that's not gonna break the bank. e.l.f. is a good one to check out. Eyeshadow. You know, some brands, they excel some places, other places not so much. I definitely think e.l.f. is one of those, especially for drugstore brands, that excels when it comes to eyeshadows. Again, we're growing because I tried eyeshadow from them back in the day. And they're also good with complexion products though. So that's why it's like, yeah, she's cute. If I do this video again in like 2 years, would it probably be moved to You Can't Sit With Us? Probably. But for right now, you know, she's cute. Okay, someone said Fashion Fair just saw their packaging in Sephora, and baby, if I had to rank Fashion Fair goes in She's Cute. Again, OG brand, one of the brands that was created back in the day, because you know, when you start talking about how brands lack shade range, that brands don't care about this, that people love to, well, why don't you make your own? But then when you make your own, they also, but anyway, so, you know, that's what they did. They went ahead, made a brand that was specifically catering to deeper complexions. One of the things that, you know, it's like, not so sure I could really put you in You Can't Sit With Us is, if you guys haven't heard, as that person mentioned, they're in Sephora now. This is after a rebrand, right? They've come back. Definitely check them out if you haven't. But they had to rebrand and stuff like that, because even as a brand that was supposed to be giving deeper complexions options, stuff like that, some of the ranges were still lacking. I'm sure they would even admit that if they had to, if the question came up for them. So, you know, I was like, I'm not sure if I can, but the stuff that when you could find stuff that worked for you, it was gonna get the job done. I tried the rebrand. I have a video on that. It got the job done. Love my face, especially the powder that I tried from that video. I don't think they've launched anything else since then, so definitely excited to see what they come out with as they continue this rebrand. But for now, I have to leave that one in She's Cute. Same reason why like Amon Cosmetics, I would have to leave that in She's Cute too, because you know, came out for deeper, or for a deeper complexion, like that range type things, but the shades still weren't really. NARS. I remember being so excited to get my first blush and tinted moisturizer. I also borrow my mom's Radiant Creamy Concealer often. NARS, you can't sit with us, okay? Because they are one of the brands, they don't have to do the most. They do not have to launch a new product every week. But when they do launch something, people are going to talk about it. Why? Because they rarely miss with the stuff that they come out with. Another brand that does inclusivity well as far as shade ranges go, definitely more get your complexion right type brand. Like, you're not going to get a painting on your face type of vibe from NARS when it comes to how you wear your makeup. It's very much so, I woke up like this. That's your, yes, I'm not wearing foundation. You're looking a little too close, back away from me. That is what NARS is giving you. It's another trusted brand when it comes to working makeup artists. The brand that people are gonna wanna break out for special occasion, like a prom, a wedding, just because how it looks on your face is just going to do it. And it's why, even as a brand, that they don't have to do the most to make sure they stay in conversation when it comes to the makeup community. When they do come out with something, people start getting excited because they know, okay, I've tried this before. So I know I can go into this and giving you my trust and my money that I'm going to like how this wears. It's a reason why years later, people still consider Radiant Creamy a holy grail, sheer glow. What else? The tinted moisturizer that they mentioned, like they've got the longevity for a reason. You can't sit with us. Trying to get through repeats. CoverGirl, Maybelline, LA Girl. LA Girl is an OG. LA Girl, if I had to rank LA Girl, don't bite me. LA Girl goes in meh. Now, definitely an OG brand that held it down as far as affordability goes. Can we not? You know, like I think back in the day, some of their stuff you could get for like $1 or $2. I think you probably could do that now. Definitely a brand that if you were not trying to break the bank, you would check out. A brand gave you options. I feel like their stuff kind of leaned more towards like medium full coverage. Like it never really gave your skin but better to me. But with most things that I've tried from the brand, it's very meh. I'm not going to hold on to this as a holy grail type of product. I can try it, I can like it, but then I'll forget about it once I move on to the other products that I have. So that's why it's not really, you know, anything to write home about for me. But hey, if you like it, I love it. If I had to rank it though, I'm putting the brand in meh. Okay, someone said Clinique, which I want to rank this one because that's an interesting one. Because Clinique, sometimes I'm like, people do remember that Clinique has makeup, right? Because if I had to rank Clinique as like a skincare brand, something like that, definitely putting that in either She's Cute or You Can't Sit With Us. Probably a little more You Can't Sit With Us because again, iconic, legendary, OG brand. Their skincare products always did it for me. But makeup? Well, no, because they did have banger makeup products that I liked for a good minute. But you see how like here we are at this point and I don't think I have any of it anymore. If I had to rank the makeup part of Clinique, I would say I would have to rank it as a meh. She's cute, meh. I'd have to rank it as meh. The whole brand, including skincare and makeup together, I would put in She's Cute. I have to meet in the middle and put the whole brand in She's Cute if I had to rank the brand. But if I had to rank like the two sides of it separately, that's where I would put them. Ooh, okay, someone said Bobbi Brown. Talking about throwback, OG brand. If I had to rank Bobbi Brown, I would rank them in, don't bite me, I would rank them in meh. Again, OG brands, back in the day when you didn't have options, definitely get you through what you had to. One of the more inclusive ones, one of the more, you know, like they gave, but again, also like you gotta keep in mind, there's a reason why a lot of those brands are ones that are so trusted by makeup artists, because as a makeup artist, you're going to heavily rely on the brands that gave you options to where you could have diverse clients, because you know there's only so much you can do. So I understand why there's always going to be that loyalty, but when you start looking into the products that you're actually using, to me it was just giving very much so, okay, I can pick it up when I need it and it's going to get the job done, but then I can forget about it and I'll be fine, right? And I feel like, you know, here we are years later, when you hear about Bobbi Brown, you're like, okay, yes, I liked this and I liked that. They had that foundation that was a holy grail for me. I would still recommend it to this day. But you know, again, it's nothing to write home about. I told y'all All May was gonna be in this video. You thought I was gonna drag All May. Listen, if I had to rank All May, I don't know her, okay? Actually, if I said what I wanted to, if I ranked All May where I wanted to rank All May, I'd probably get some of this video censored. So I think you get what I'm saying there. Because how are you a brand that's been around as long as you've been around and just that mediocre? You see how, okay, you see how, when you can still be that mediocre and still prosper. Because anyway, besides the fact that All May, for as long as it has been around, has remained consistent to not acknowledging that anyone darker than a paper, no, that's being generous. I was gonna say darker than a paper bag exists. The actual products that they do put out for the people they do make shade ranges for, what are y'all seeing that I'm not? For the people that buy All May, help me understand. Come on, help me understand what exactly is, because they're still in business, right? Like someone's buying it. I just want to know that you can't get it's gonna get me in trouble right now. So you know what? Let me move on. MAC, give me something other than MAC. But you see how everyone's saying MAC, right? Okay. L'Oreal. If I had to rank L'Oreal, I would put L'Oreal in She's Cute. Like L'Oreal to me is like what Maybelline is not, but I think I've had a better experience with the stuff that I've tried from L'Oreal, but it's very much so same vibe as L'Oreal as far as like what the brand offers, the shade ranges, stuff like that. So L'Oreal True Match, just off L'Oreal True Match, I might have to put L'Oreal in You Can't Say With Us. It's gonna stay in She's Cute. L'Oreal stays in She's Cute, but listen, very close to You Can't Say With Us. Oh, someone said Urban Decay. I'll let that be the last one. Urban Decay. If I had to rank Urban Decay, off my experience with Urban Decay, if I had to rank them, it is somewhere between meh and if you like it, I love it. Now, don't get me wrong. There are things from Urban Decay that are bangers for me. I would ride for them. I'm wearing D-Slick today in today's video. D-Slick, what else? That all-nighter pressed powder. Like, I have specific things I can list from Urban Decay. Born to Run, the eyeshadow palette. I will argue you down that that's probably one of the best eyeshadow type products that they've put out. But with Urban Decay, very popular brand that's been around. They have so many of these, oh, you gotta try this. It's the best thing since sliced bread. All-nighter, as far as the setting spray, the foundation, the naked palettes. They have so many products that are considered like, you have to try this. It's a holy grail. And then you actually try it and you're like, am I not using it how other people are using it? So that's why it's giving very much so like, if you like it, I love it for you. But I do have things that, you know, again, I would ride hard for. So ranking the whole brand, it's a little hard for me. But if I had to rank that one, I would have to put Urban Decay in, if you like it, I love it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here before I say anything else that has the girls ready to come for me. Let me know in the comments down below where you would rank some of these brands. Let me know if you would want like a part 2 of this, because of course there are other brands. Maybe I'll focus on like trendy Instagram brands, or if you want a video strictly on affordable brands, strictly on luxury brands, or like those really luxury brands like La Mer, that type of thing. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells, all of that, guess where, down below. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah.